Hello everybody and welcome back to Combat Carnage, Chris Massacre. And today, we're gonna have our Carnage competitive machines versus the rest of fan-made YouTube's machines. Let's see who will be competing in today's special Christmas episode. And the first robot on my team is carbon dioxide, a flipper with a mini-bot called Oxidization. An earlier version of this robot was featured in a short I made about an old Chaos 2. Next up is Skeletor, seen in Combat Carnage Series 1 and destroyed by the first battle of S3. Next up is Flipside, an invertible machine with sides. Next up is Neon Raptor with the Crusher and eerie theme. Next up is Diffusion, based on Fusion from BattleBots. Last but not least for my team, to spread the festive cheer, it is Santa Claus with the Grabber/Lifter. And to start off Team Rest of YouTube, we have the Sidemen with the Tenderizer. And from Two Penny Milk, we have Smidzy. And from the wonderful world of Woodrow, we have Tempest. And from Living Murphy's Law, we have Lightning, Could Be Frightening. And from Anderson9132, we have the Raven. And last but certainly not least is the Revolutionist from MLU4. Before we see how they line up, let's introduce the house robots. First off, we have the Mistress of Mischief, Matilda, with the tusks and the flywheel at the back. Camera on board to capture the action, and a very powerful drive, of course. Next is the Sergeant with the flamethrower and pincers, which is sure to leave all opponents hot under the collar. Next up is the bulldozing might of Shunt with the axe and the pushing power, pushing opponents all across the arena and into pits and onto flippers. Shunt is a mean house robot you want to stay away from. Here comes the Beauty of Dead Metal to steal the show. The pincers and cutting saw are there to do damage, and damage they will do. Powerful drive on Dead Metal as well, to keep opponents in them clutches and taking punishment if the corner patrol zone is breached and a robot is destined to die. And here comes the moody, merciless Kilolot with the crushing claw arm and lance to spear. Tracks drive this machine unstoppable. And a new one for you, Cassius Chrome joins the band. Two-wheel drive boxing robot powered battery pack on its back. Gears spin the arms and the arms spin the opponents. New one hinted at the end of Series 1. And another one, Growler, with the chomping jaws and the insane speed across the arena, hoping to ram the opponents through the wall and over it. And of course, the monstrous size of Mr. Psycho. His presence is known when he's in the arena. Massive grabbing arm, hoists and lifts, and that hammer to do damage and pulverize the opponents into the floor. Mr. Psycho's not to be messed with. And to keep them all in order and to keep them in their line, we have the watchful eye of Refbot back again with his counter and red, blue and green cards. Fire extinguisher on board to put out any fires, especially from the commentary booth. And with that, let's see how they line up for the Chris Massacre that is about to occur. First, we're going to start off with Skeletor versus the Tenderizer. Then we're going to have Carbon Dioxide versus the Raven. Then Flipside versus Lightning. Then after that, we have Diffusion versus the Revolutionist. Santa Claus versus Tempest. Neon Raptor versus Smidzy. And we will have our winning team. Let's get down to the arena once again for this year. The Tenderizer. from the sidemen. Skeletor from Combat Carnage. In the arena we have the ref bot looking for any foul play. And our first house robot for this special is Shunt with the axe and the scoops. Alongside Growler's first appearance in the series, with brushing claws, of course.
Roboteers, stand by.
Skeletor versus the Pulverizer, here we go.
1. Activate.
Now immediately both into the centre again, missing a collision, but an axe attack from the Pulverizer has now landed them upside down from a flip from Skeletor. Skeletor now trying to get their very long, so they try to get pointed at the Tenderizer, but the Tenderizer now pushing the flipper past the forks, able to get the flip in. Now they do a failed self-flying attempt, but self-flying spectacularly is the Pulverizer. Pulverizer now once again in between the forks, and the flippers come off, ramming it into the wall. The Tenderizer now in the CPZ there, they need to get away from there. Can Skeletor get up from there? I'm not too sure if they can, or even if they're able to drive up or down, but now Tenderizer being punished in the corner by Growler. They need to get away from there and do so. Now pushing Skeletor in there, getting another hammer attack in there. There's a powerful hammer from the sidemen, of course. The BattleBot YouTube video they put up shows off this machine in its entirety. Go watch it on their channel. And bringing in the hammer once again. Saw it in between the two forks, maybe trapped in there. Growler's trying his best to get attacking, but now goes in behind Pulverizer and pushes them both in now. Both are taking damage. Now Growler up against the tinsel. Both machines. See who's lucky enough to make it out. It might be Skeletor being pulled out by Growler, but no. Pulverizer gets away. And Skeletor is being punished now. Taking more pressure, under more pressure from Growler. In comes the ref-bot to count them out. I think Skeletor is going to be the one going out. That is a point for Team Rest of YouTube. There goes the buzzer going down. 10 seconds, of course, and in comes Growler. Now back on their wheels. They are, but it's too late now. You gotta think of another plan. Maybe run away or dive down the pit or something. Get out of punishing range of that. Massively powerful robot of Growler. House robot, of course. They aren't under control of you, they're under control of us. Now it's your time to get punished. Rammed into the corner and pretty sure more damage. There's another piece on the floor. No, everything's still intact. I'm pretty sure Pulverizer is taking major damage. The weapons come out of place. Down goes the pit. Shunt wandering over now. You can see the whole chassis of the Pulverizer. Tenderizer has been warped, and now Skeletor under more pressure in their corner patrol zone. I'm pretty sure a fork has come off the front. As I was saying earlier, it is quite long, so I struggle to keep that flipper pointed at the Tenderizer. Now being pushed along the tinsel into Growler's clutches. In comes Shunt to bring in that axe, flipping it back over, of course. Trying getting in another attack in between the wheel and the chassis. They're going to try pry it off away from the chassis, but now being lifted up by Shunt. Quite a light machine is Skeletor, as evidence of that. Now Tenderizer staying out of punishing range of everyone. I would. You're not going to fight again, but you have earned your team a point in this competition. Shunt now disposing of Skeletor towards that pit, getting in some more attacks before chucking it down the pit, and there goes the wheel. There goes the wheel. And I sense it's going down. That's the end of that battle. While they were the winners, the sidemen did not come out unscathed. Their encounters with Growler has led to the weapon mounts being ripped from the chassis and becoming loose, and the back becoming completely mangled. And as we saw, Skeletor was dismantled. Wheel come off, as well as the front fork and the weapon housing becoming loose. That leaves us with a win for Team Rest of YouTube. Let's see if Team Combat Carnage can pull it back in the next battle with carbon dioxide versus the Raven. The Raven, answer 9132. Carbon dioxide and oxidization. Combat Carnage. Matilda's up first for the house robots for the second battle tonight, with the tusks and the deadly flywheel, alongside Mr. Psycho with the hammer and claw. Here we go, carbon dioxide versus the Raven.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And here we start. Raven and carbon dioxide meeting close to the center, but not quite. Flip from carbon dioxide has made the Raven roll over. Not done too much effective changes to the machine, but now trying to get in another flip. Can I make it a bigger one? No, a miss. Raven just sliding off the front. They do have that textured panel on the front flip of carbon dioxide to help robots get stuck in it. It's not working too effectively so far, but now has done Raven's an overturn and flipped into the corner patrol zone where Matilda lurks. Now using the tusks to try and topple over the Raven. Raven now another flip from carbon dioxide's landed Raven, sort of hugging the wall up against it. Matilda still in there, caught in the tinsel. The tinsel, might as well call it an added hazard of the arena because it gets robots stuck in it. Well, it doesn't help, let's be honest. Now Raven falling back down, but now flicked back up by Matilda's tusks. Now rolling away and letting Mr. Psycho come in now. Oxidization, I'd stay away from that. In it comes now. Mr. Psycho getting a hold. The chassis a bit too thin for Mr. Psycho to grab a hold of, but now has done so. The Raven holding tightly onto the tinsel does not work though. Mr. Psycho's got him now. What's he going to do with them? Reversing out of the corner patrol zone, nearly toppling over there. The Raven now being pushed back into the corner patrol zone. The oxidization's being crushed by Mr. Psycho there in the corner. The Raven's been dropped. Oxidization has disappeared. No, there it goes. It emerges once again from underside of Mr. Psycho. Mr. Psycho's stuck, I think, on the wheel of oxidization, moving at a pinpoint it's not really meant to. The hammer coming down though, trying to retract, and does so. Down it comes once again, and carbon dioxide's not very happy about the fact that Mr. Psycho's bullying their little mini bot, but Mr. Psycho retaliates with a, hey, I'm just doing my job, your mini bot got in the way. Now Mr. Psycho trying to grab a hold of carbon dioxide, could turn the tables, I'm not too sure. Carbon dioxide self-righting, now gets away, I would. Now back onto the Raven. Mr. Psycho's picked it up. It's going down again onto the floor. Has that done any internal damage, I wonder? Might have done. The hammer coming in now. There's a good attack there. Maybe that's done some damage. We'll have to see. Raven's not getting any chances to get any movement in. A failed flip from carbon dioxide's landed them on their head. Get yourself right. Carbon dioxide has. But the Raven hasn't. They need to get a good flip in. And oh! There goes Raven. Now it's just, well, carbon dioxide's time to take some punishment. The Raven gone. Another point to Team Combat Carnage. That leaves us in the lead. And our machine being picked on by the house robots. The house robots don't choose sides. They just attack whatever in front of them.
Cease.
And the report comes in to tell Mr. Psycho to get it off. And there it is, the Raven dumped out of the arena. That leaves the scores 1-1 tied, and we're going to have to go to our next battle, which is Flipside versus Lightning, to see who can pull away in the lead. Flipside, Combat Carnage. from Living Murphy's Law, Lightning. In the arena for the house roads of this battle we have Shunt, once again with his axe and scoops, alongside Sir Killer Log, the last front floor, and of course the pushing power behind them Caterpillar tracks.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Here we go, Living Murphy's Law immediately up to speed. In comes Flip Side. He's already been nudged off to the side and stopped. Another attempted attack from Lightning. Now Lightning setting themselves into Sakidlot CBZ. That, don't think they meant to do that, but it's happened now, and now they've got to try and, I don't know, get points back or something. Lightning now. Get some more hits on. Flipside trying to attack, but just stopping. There it goes, moving once again. It flipped the sides earlier. Knocked onto the flipper now. Stopped once again. And again, Lightning's getting some hits in, but no visible damage. Can't tell what they're hitting either. It's a kill up, pushing Flipside out of the way, I suppose. Lightning now getting some more hits and toppling itself over with that attack onto its side, but the gyroscopic speed bringing it back down. Now into the wheel, I think, of Flipside. Not moving very much, is it? Not that much of an entertaining battle either. Flipside just moving over, another massive hit from Lightning. They've moved once again. The wheel of Lightning. No, the flip side, I think, is coming off. I can see a bit more yellow than I'm supposed to be able to. Lightning, another hit. Yeah, the wheel tyre is coming off the rim of flip side. Now Lightning coming in for another attack onto the other wheel there, hopping itself up above the arena floor. Flip side once again. Again, another hit onto flip side's wheel from Lightning, and Lightning sent flip side skidding across the arena. Them big chunky tyres are giving them great grip on the arena floor. It's almost the same as on Lightning, but a bit bigger. Another whack onto the wheel. They're trying to take it off. I think they've established a weak point. It can't be a weak point if it's just staying on there. There it goes again, skidding across. There's more. I think that tire's going to come off before the end of this battle. Maybe it will. Lightning, the disc seems a bit wobbly on Lightning actually. Jittering about, skidding there. Wheels being lifted off the floor. Again, another hit onto the flip side. Lightning across the flame pit. Don't burn out your electrics and nothing like that. You don't want. Flip side moving. They are still movable, but they don't really last long, do they? Another hit. The front scoops of flip side are being peeled away from each other. I believe a whack from like a couple whacks, sort of grazing. I think not really doing much. This seems rather ineffective, but now a massive hit there onto the flip side, sending that halfway across the arena onto the flipper once again. He's driving up flip side wheels, flip side trying to drag him over, but not quite happening. Lightning bringing up that disc up to speed once again, another whack on the wheel. That's going to come off, I think. The front panels of flip side are coming off, you can see it there. The gap is bigger than what it used to be. Lightning now, another hit. Lightning, another hit, another whack. Flip side's losing it. I think they haven't got much control, and I think that wheel looks loose, and yes, that is very loose. As loose as it can be, and it's off. So I don't think it really affects them. Lightning's just setting themselves into the floor there. We'll have a replay of that. Flip side, I think the mobile, Lightning set themselves into the floor again, no doubt leaving marks or scratches. I will be honest, that disc is not the most potent thing we've seen. Ask S3, I would. Anyway, back onto the fight, into Sakidlot CPZ, Flipside being dropped, Lightning back up to speed, now coming in for another attack. Sending sort of tipping them over the other way. Get it up! There goes one of the front panels to come off once again into the tinsel. So Kidlot's still got a hold of lightning. I think he's just trying to let go at this point. Flip side now. Is whacking lightning over there, not by choice, but by Sir Kidlot. There he goes, free of course. Lightning now, getting that disc up to speed, taking him a second. Oh, and a whack onto the wheel, sends it flying away. Now attacking the other front panel, there it goes. Off it comes, 2 Lego car bonnet lids, we'll call them. Goes, some more whacks onto the wheels, I'm pretty sure flip side's out of it. Lightning's nearly sunk themselves into the arena wall. They're doing spins now. I think they believe they've won. And I'm not surprised. I would be too if I was riding in their shoes. And now onto the flipper once again, using the backsides to push him up. That disc has got like big gyroscopic energy, but it does not do that much damage. Just take a while. I think the disc is damaged actually. The tooth is peeling away. I think the lightning bolt. Lightning parked in front of the flipper. His ref bot counts out flip side. This is it. Another point to Team West of U2. And flip side has been sent across the arena by the floor flipper, of course. In comes to get a lot to do something, I suppose. Shove it down the pit, get it out of the arena. There's no point having it in here anymore. Just going to continue this battle, I suppose. Lightning now going in for another attack on the other wheel, sending flip side over. They flipped some sides there. That was a horrible pun, but you get the point. Flip sides, you know. Wacky wavable thing. Another whack up against the flipper, still wide open. Wow! Okay, well, that proves Lightning's capabilities. They're upside down. I don't think they have a stream mech. It's too late though. Flip side's already been counted out. Been shoved into the pit release by Shunt. You only need a little bit on that. Don't get too hard on it. We don't want to break it. Come on. Alright. So Kidlot poking the dead body of Lightning there. And Shunt now pushing flip side towards the pit and down it goes. Flip side's been completely disassembled. While Lightning has not escaped unscathed, the disc, the tooth of it is peeling off and has become loose at the base. That leaves us with 1-2. We need to pick up some more points in the next round with Diffusion versus the Revolutionaries' 2 mighty discs. Let's see how it goes. Diffusion from Combat Carnage. Spinner on the front, some forks on the back to protect it from flippers. And from MLU4's channel, the Revolutionist. Massive vertical spinner. And in the arena for the house ropes is Shunt once again with the axe and scoops. Must be enjoying his time. And catches Chrome for the first time with his boxing gloves. And evil eyes will give you a deathly glare.
Roboteers, stand by.
Diffusion and the Revolutionists, 2 big powerful spinners here.
Activate.
Here we go, both up to speed immediately and into each other in the centre of the arena. Already the Revolutionists taking punishment, need to turn around. I think their turning circle is a bit lower than Diffusion. Diffusion, the smaller machine, of course. Less surface area to hit, I would believe, but okay, there we go, already. The Revolutionist is going out here. A wheel already gone from the chassis. Yeah. This is just punishment now. Yeah. Lost for words is my description right now. My brain's been fried. As of the circuits in the Revolutionist, they're not doing anything at all now. Their blades completely stopped, their drive's given up, and they've been smacked across the arena onto the floor flipper. Up to speed once again, you can hear it whirl across the floor, and there goes another hit onto the Revolutionist, sending it, there it goes, woken itself up, winding up the disc, and there it goes. Now in comes Diffusion to take some hits, spinning up their blade once again, now going for the other wheel, I think. No, just around the back, whacking it over there, it goes towards that CPZ. Revolutionist driving away, no, not going in there. Report has a nudge, and Diffusion has a couple more hits onto Revolutionist. Revolutionist taking more hits. Yeah, no. That's the Revolution. That's in many pieces. You're gonna need to. I think you need a stronger machine. Not quite reminiscent of the one in MLU4's series. So I think we're gonna have to step up my build quality on this machine. It's rather disappointing. Well then. The disc separated, the chassis split, wheel disregarded, and quite frankly dissipated. Okay, now you just, there's no need for this really, is there? It's going to get counted out soon towards Cassius Clone CPZ, whacking it, and he's disappeared for some reason. Now he's in there getting some attacks onto the disc. Now Diffusion standing back watching Cassius Clone do something. It's trying to do some stuff, attacking the disc. It's stuck in the corner. I don't think they can get him out, but he's trying. Quite a loud machine is Cassius Chrome. The whirring, of course, into the camera. And its stand, of course. Hey, you got the disc out there, sending it, get out of there. That's what he said. Now trying to do the same to the chassis. The arms whirring away. Stopping there for a second on the wall. Pushing it up against each other there. There it goes, knocking down the pit release button, the siren sounds, Diffusion saying still don't let it go. And oh, Cassius Clone has had one of his arms broken. It ain't moving, it's become disconnected from the motor. Now she's got a flare on the back. Maybe turn that into Inquisitor from Series 1 or 2. It's still got one arm though, like a heavyweight boxer with a dislocated arm. That's what we'll call Cassius Clone, our little handicap. And now sits silently, waiting for Report to count out the Revolutionist. Well, Diffusion watches. There it goes, down it goes. Now bundled all the bits into one place. In comes Diffusion once again to send him into Cassius Clone. Now, more hits onto the disc there. Maybe a hit onto Cassius Clone. I think we might have been sneaky to get away with that. In comes Shunt now. Missing a piece of the chassis stuck underneath. Now Shunt pushing the disc towards the pit, bringing in the axe once again, and down it goes. Just the chassis remains. Well, taking some more punishment from Diffusion. Revolutionist stood up well to the first attack, hopping about a centimetre or so off the air, but and then it just sort of crumbled. There it goes. Oh, attack onto the side of Cassius Clone. I don't know if they were ever that or not, but the Revolutionist has been pitted. Revolutionist in as many bits as you could probably make it. The wedge is splitting away from the chassis, and the Diffusion has had a piece knocked off. And Cassius Clone unexpected damage, but arm's been popped out of its socket. Our little disabled machine. That's what we'll call Cassius Clone. How about that? Spikes come off, and his other arm's been disconnected as well. Knives come off, but we'll fix him, and we'll probably see him again in this episode. There it goes, the score's 2-2. Rather easy, the Revolutionist crashes out. This means we're tied going into the fourth battle, which is Santa Claus versus Tempest. Tempest from World of Woodrow. Lifter and spinner. And for my team, Santa Claus with the grabber / lifter. And in the arena for the house robots is Sir Kill-A-Lot once again with the lance and crushing claw. Alongside Mr. Psycho, the two big ones in for tonight, making his way to his respective corner patrol zone, right next to Santa Claus.
Roboteers, stand by.
Here we go. Tempest versus Santa Claus.
1. Activate.
Here we go. Into the center they go. Tempest trying to get a lift in. It is underneath Santa Claus and topples it over. Santa Claus trying to lift itself back up and over, but I don't think it's working. I don't think they have an actual Shremek on their robots. Tempest now with another lift. There's a belt on the floor there, over by the arena wall. I think that's Tempest's belt for the weapon. I think their belt has snapped and has come off. I don't think it matters too much because Santa Claus is pretty useless, must be said. It's on its side, it can't get up. Too tall, I'd say, needs to be lit down. But Tempest being nice, letting it down once again with another lift. Tempest with the big lifting. A nice design, Tempest from World of Woodrow. Very creative, if I do say so, which I do. Well done there. Great to have it in this episode. And here, up and over it goes Santa Claus once again from Tempest. The weapon belt gone. Don't think it matters too much. Santa Claus, more of a joke. Well, we love to have fun. I'd say the same for flip side as well, actually. Wanted to give you guys a chance. Now I think I might have given you too much of a chance. But hey, Tempest now coming in for another attack. Maybe leaving Santa Claus on the flame pit to be counted out by the ref. I think it's the quickest battle we've had so far. Raven is pretty close. But I think this is the end for Santa Claus. It was spelled out from the beginning, really. Mr. Psycho's looming in that corner and I'm pretty sure he'll want some. Yeah, here he comes. Your time in the arena is limited. Even if you get away, you won't run from Mr. Psycho. He may be slow, but you won't last, trust me. Now, down comes a hammer on top of Santa Claus. And once again, now trying to grab the flipper panel. Gonna need a redesign if they actually want to make it. There goes the head. The head's popped off. Santa Claus has been dismembered. And in the process of being dismembered, onto the flame bit, burning the head. Obviously, not good Christmas presents. Now, just sat there, lifting up Santa Claus, got him in the claw. Tempest needs to get out of the way and does so. Running over the head across the flame pit, does. Mr. Psycho now putting Santa Claus onto the pit, dropping it down, landing the right way up. Tried to get away. Tried to get in underneath Mr. Psycho. Oh, you can't flip him. He's over 50 tons of weight. You won't topple him over. We had carbon dioxide try it earlier, but now Santa Claus has been grabbed by Mr. Psycho once again and dropped by Mr. Psycho once again. Now Mr. Psycho looks around, maybe opening the pit. No, bringing down that hammer with a mighty swing. No damage done. But I think the damage was already done in the earlier, well, during the developing stages of this robot, really. And it's going out of the arena. Bye-bye.
Cease.
Santa Claus dumped out of the arena. Absolutely been dismembered. Head has come off his shoulders. and Tempest. A surprise, really. I don't think they ever got that blade to work. The belt just laid useless on the floor from the word activate. And there you go. You can see no more belt for you. And there we go. 2-3 to Team West of YouTube. And we're going to go on to our final battle, Neon Raptor vs Smidgy. Let's see if we can tie it. Neon Raptor, Combat Carnage. Smidzy, 2 penny milk. And in the arena for the house rolls is Dead Metal for the last time today. With the pincers and the saw. And joining him is Growler, once again with the immense pushing power and speed.
Volunteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Here we go, immediately Smidzy and Neon Raptor meet in the middle. The music kicks in to start. There we go, and immediately Neon Raptor's got a hold on Smidzy's wheel there. Maybe doing some damage, maybe trying to take out the drive. Make it less powerful, the 4 wheels, compared to Neon Raptor's very, very small hidden 2. There it goes on the wheel. They're trying to separate it from the axle. Don't know if it's going to work. Smidzy kind of needs them wheels. You can see it trying to get away there. The wheel's spinning. There, they need to get off the front scoop of Neon Raptor. They're going in again, getting that claw. It is rather thin. Might need to keep it from snapping. Smidzy opening the jaws, trying to get themselves free in now. Had a chance, but missed it there. Trying to make their way off. The wheels turning. They can't get away. Opening the jaws once again, lifting themselves off the floor, now gets away. There goes the wheel. The wheel is pinned on Smidzy. It is not moving. That is going to destroy its maneuverability. Going to lose some points on that if it goes to the judges. Neon Raptor's doing damage, and it heavily affects Smidzy now. In they come once again. Trying to get another grab in now. Smidzy trying to use the jaws to get in underneath, but he's failing now. Neon Raptor's got a hold on the jaws, and it snapped one of them off. There it goes. Now on to the other one. We need to let that go. Oh, nearly had another attack onto the bottom one there. Smidzy now picking up the speed, I think. Then the wheels pop back into place there. They seem to be driving just fine. Yeah, you can see it turning. Very good for them. Now in they come once again, trying to break. A little scoop's come off the bottom of Neon Raptor. The crusher's been bent in underneath itself on the bottom. George Smidzy's come off. Damage is racking up, and Neon Raptor's been turned upside down. They have that remake they were showing off earlier when they were being entered into the arena. In comes Dead Metal, though. They've been pushed into the ZVZ by Smidzy. Now they've got Neon Raptor in the jaws. Dead Metal trying to bring in that saw. Up against doing a sidewall into the tinsel, trying to disappear. Now using that remake to try and self-right, nearly doing so. Onto its side now. Up against the arena side wall. Dead Metal trying to do as much damage as he can while he is in there. Now self-righting. Good job. Neon Raptor. Now caught on the claw of Dead Metal, not getting away. That is unlucky for them. I hear something. I hear someone. It's Growler. He's come up the backside and has rammed up the front wedge of Neon Raptor. Dead Metal now repositioning himself. Up the scoop of Neon Raptor goes Growler. Growler going into reversing now, and up goes, almost chucking itself out of the arena there, tearing down the tinsel. That doesn't make sense about the arena. The hat, I'd say, the top bit of Neon Raptor's just fallen off. Growler making his way down. That would have been a first. Growler going out the arena. Coming in now with some rams. It's broken Neon Raptor there. Neon Raptor's going to be in millions of pieces before the end of this battle. Growler split it in half. The back wedges come off as well as the angled base plate. Smithy getting out of the way, and rightly so. Neon Raptor taking more punishment, and it's in a million pieces. One going flying out of the arena there. I saw one major piece left, which is now in the mouth of Growler. I think that's, yeah, well, I think that's definitely Smithy on the pit. You want to get rid of that. Get out of there. Into the pit release button. There it goes. Smash off through the side wall. One more point for the Team Rest of YouTube. They pulled away with 2. And Growler up, just battering Smithy into the corner patrol zone, dragging it over towards the pit, and down it goes. Cease again, mister. Smithy and the rest and parts of Neon Raptor shoved into the pit. Smithy losing both jaws, but still functional. And Neon Raptor, well, it isn't Neon Raptor, it's just a bunch of pieces now. Anyway, that leads us to the end of this Christmas special. It is now the 30th. But Neon Raptor, Santa Claus and Revolution is going out. That leaves us with a score of 2-4, which means Combat Carnage are out and the team of rest of YouTube win. Well done to you lads. I'm going to have to build some better robots for next year. And why don't you? Anyone, I'd like to get more robots in. There were meant to be 8, but I had to cut it down for timing, and I'm still a bit late. But that is it for this Christmas special. We hope you enjoyed. Well, I hope you enjoyed. It's just me. And I'll see you guys next time.